Thank you, Ranking Member Thompson, for coming to New Jersey and leading this very, very critical and very important oversight forum. I want to thank my colleague, Representative MacGyver, for focusing our attention right here in her district. This administration has unleashed unprecedented attack to block Congress' constitutional authority to conduct oversight here. But we will not be intimidated, and you've heard that already said by many of our members. Let me be clear. Delaney Hall needs to be closed. Our state and our city do not want Delaney Hall. No one wants their tax dollars floating into the GEO Group. The GEO Group, a private for-profit company, is making millions on the misery and suffering of our neighbors. It has no interest in treating our neighbors with dignity. Its interest lies in filling as many beds as possible to increase their shareholders' value. This is the same company that has been subject to countless lawsuits for mistreating detainees and violating their rights. It's also the same company that has donated millions of dollars to Donald Trump and the congressional Republicans. In return, GEO has been rewarded with a 15-year, $1 billion contract to run Delaney Hall. Now, but that's not all. The new acting director of ICE was a former GEO Group executive. What a coincidence when you think about it. I don't know, but that seems like corruption, plain and simple. As a member of the Homeland Security Committee, I have tried different ways to stop ICE abuses. In the recent reconciliation package, I offer several separate amendments to ensure greater transparency at detention facilities, protect detainees' rights, preserve independent inspections, and hold ICE accountable. While all were absolutely blocked, and I know we must do more. I know that we have to do more. The conditions at Delaney are disturbing. You've heard it be said. Let me repeat it. Moldy food, dirty water, no access or very limited access to medical care. During my own visit, I saw these conditions for myself. Detainees are waiting weeks, months, and even years to see a judge. And why do I say that? I've spoken personally to some of those very same detainees who are still waiting after 10 and 11 months just to get their day in court, just to be heard. When they finally get that their day in court, many will have their cases denied without any real consideration. I want to commend the courage, the bravery, and the resilience of these detainees collectively raising their voice. It's not easy when they know what's happening to them and what may very well be at risk. They are simply demanding human conditions and the respect for their rights. Secretary Mullen has frequently conflated Delaney Hall to prisons, including during an exchange with me at a hearing. But the evidence is clear. The vast majority of the detainees have absolutely no criminal record. In fact, it's definitely a point. In fact, most have the lowest security classification level, meaning that they pose no threat to the public. We must push against this false narrative that seeks to demonize our immigrant community. Mr. Sinha and Ms. Martinez, this administration has indeed stripped away legal status from millions, making thousands of our neighbors in the tri-state area subject to deportation and detention in places like Delaney. Meanwhile, the administration has made it absolutely difficult and harder for detainees to access counsel and the courts. We've said that already. It has used cruel tactics to deny bail for those who would be eligible for release. What barriers to due process exist at Delaney Hall, and how do you think we should be addressing them at the federal level? What would be your recommendation?